we even get here to a place where grown men are threatening and criticizing a young, clearly talented actress for playing a fairy tale? And do these people who feel entitled to dictating how a fairy tale should be told both artistically and scientifically have a leg to stand on? To answer that question, I'd like to talk about two men, one of fables and one who saved Walt Disney. Disney Studios may refer to the years between 1970 to 88 as the Bronze Age, but fans and film historians call it something else, the Dark Ages. Walt had died in '66, and for over 20 years they'd been digging through his old notes and unfinished ideas. No one would have guessed a 150-year-old book would send their animated films into a renaissance. Danish writer Hans Christian Andersen's most famous story was The Little Mermaid. This literal fish-out-of-water tale follows a diminutive sea nymph who yearns to walk on the land beside a handsome prince. Like many of Andersen's work, this was likely inspired by his own yearnings. While creating The Little Mermaid, Hans was also writing love letters to a man. This at a time when such relationships were repressed for fear of cultural, religious, and legal repercussions. Andersen would never be able to walk at the side of his prince. Certainly, Andersen's yearning was beautifully captured by Howard Ashman and Alan Menken, collaborators brought in to write the songs for Disney's animated adaptation. Howard Ashman had a singular vision for storytelling. He believed every great musical has a moment where the ingenue leans against a trash can and sings about her heart's greatest desire. In The Little Mermaid, Ariel just wants to be part of that world. The song isn't the only queer-coded aspect of the production. The sea witch Ursula, for example, is heavily influenced by drag star Divine. After winning a Best Original Song Oscar for Under the Sea, Ashman told Menken he had something he wanted to talk about. Alan asked for more, but Howard said it would have to wait. Tonight is for celebration. In 1991, during the production of Beauty and the Beast, Howard Ashman passed away from AIDS. Disney Studios went to Howard's notes and demos just as they had with Walt, and the world was given one final masterpiece, Aladdin. In just a few short years, Ashman's passion had changed the fate of animated musicals. If Andersen and Ashman were alive today, I think they'd be happy to find a world where gay men can walk in the sun beside their prince. And I really believe they'd be enthusiastic about this new Little Mermaid. And even if they weren't, it's a thrill to see so many girls of color seeing themselves represented on screen by a beautiful Disney princess. And if you ask me, it's about time. After all, how much longer must they be kept yearning to be part of that world?